And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Wings of Being. And another day, another try hard. I really like being able to, you know, come to the time where I need to start streaming and actually knowing what to stream. That's cool. The only problem is that at the other side of that, there is this game. But, we can't be that picky, right? After all, come on. It's better to be able to know what game to play than not knowing what to play. Even if what you have to play is this thing. But, I think it's fine either way. The issue is, I have a feeling that the strategies that I was using yesterday, which is basically making it so that block doesn't break, I feel like that's a horrible strategy because it's clearly not the way it's intended, but not only that, it feels like at the end of the day it will make you waste more time because let's say that I actually figure out how to do this section without, taking advantage of that bug. Like, I almost did it there, by the way, but let's imagine that happens, right? Like, that will be so much easier. Like, so much easier. Because once I get the choreography down, it's all a matter of executing that choreography, which is what I've been doing on, pretty much every single checkpoint. But I really don't know. I'm a little bit split in terms of what I should do. Like, I really don't know if I should make use of the bug or if I should, just, say whatever and try to play the game the way it was intended. I really don't know what to do. I will play the game the way it was intended if the way it was intended wasn't so insanely fucked up. No shit, but it really is fucked up. It's really one of those things that really ask myself why, Yeah, I think, especially considering that these enemies completely track you down, this is definitely something that you can do by just timing. Though, I feel like I could at least make the first one, like I could do the first one like this, by doing the bug. Maybe the other ones are the ones that I shouldn't do the bug on, considering that, that already requires a lot more time to invest. But I really don't know how to beat the other two waves without doing this strat. Because, having only one of these monsters chasing you down like this, it sucks that you have to do it in platforms that break, but at the same time, it's, as I said, a matter of choreography, but I feel like the second wave, which are basically two enemies at the same time, I don't really know if there is that much choreography that you can do here. You clearly can do choreography, but it's no longer one enemy the one that you have to control. You have to control two, and they are completely different. Like, they are in completely different speeds and everything, so I truly don't know what should I do. And the issue is that if I don't decide on what I should do, I'm gonna waste even more time, because I'm gonna be practicing a strategy that I'm not gonna use, right? So that's my current issue. But I'm also a little bit scared that after this section where you're supposed to ascend, you know, the section right after it will be a section that it's all about, you know, getting to another section before a checkpoint comes. That's what I'm really scared about. Honestly, that's one of the things that doesn't let me truly concentrate on this section. The fact that I really cannot know for sure that after that part where you get attacked by 4 monsters, that's truly the last section before the checkpoint. That's what's really making me feel uneasy. I also want to check something out, because I think it was just my imagination, but it would be nice if it wouldn't. Because I think that for at least a moment, that little monster spawned right before the worm. So I don't know if that was just me getting lucky. No, they definitely spawn at the same time. I mean, either that or the spawn is more positional than I thought. Hey Colo, how is it going? What the fuck is no beard? I don't know what that is, but sure. Anyways, I don't think this game really likes that stuff, because this game is not about love, this game is about hatred. What hatred, you might ask? Are you talking about the main enemy's intention, like the main villain? You're talking about the fact that, you know, the world of angels is being defeated by the world of demons? Well, no, I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm talking about the author making this as a hate letter to their players. So, you know, you might think that there is hate coming from the enemies, but these enemies are just a catalyst. A catalyst for Solgrim, who, in his endless hatred, decides to give the player with this amount of absolute insanity. So, you know, the constant struggle of fighting Sol. Maybe, I don't know. Let me check something out. So there is a pretty interesting part about this section, right? Yesterday I was watching my VOD when I was able to pick up the heart without dying, and I had to replay that part like 5 times before I understood what was going on. Like, I got so insanely lucky that basically the way you get this heart is by, when you're jumping and you're going downwards, you're supposed to activate Flutter. When you activate Flutter, you're not gonna go too high because the momentum is bringing you down. So that way, you're not gonna get killed by the mouth on top, but at the same time, if you do it properly, you're not gonna get killed by the mouth on the bottom. What's the problem? That you need to do that 2 times in a row. And it's not like you can take your time to position yourself and analyze when you're gonna do the jump, because there are all these platforms that, you know, just collapse as soon as you touch them. So the problem is that going for the heart is extremely hard. It's really, really hard, like abnormally hard. It's so insanely hard that it just hurts. And depending on how you do the rest of this section, you need to get the heart. That's the fucked up thing. Like, if you get hit a lot, you need to get the heart, because on the following section, after you are done with these crumbling platforms, you won't be able to beat the monsters there. So it's insanely fucked up. I mean, we already knew that, but honestly, being able to see this data, if you want to call it that way, is truly eye-opening. That this section is way harder than I thought. Hey Small Seacat, how is it going? And Yami, how are you both doing? You remember always getting the hard... You know, I was out to ask you something, Yami, about this section. I remember a long time ago, obviously, when I was playing this game before in 2019, you told me, like, I was struggling in a section, like in a past section, right? In a level that is not even close to where I am right now. And you told me something like, if you think this is hard, when you reach a specific section, you're gonna see what's truly hard. And I don't know if it's this one, the one you were referring to. Was this the one you were referring to? You was referring to, you know, you were. It's you, no, you is were. Okay, no, not was, you were. You don't know? I mean, when you think of really fucked up sections, like PTSD inducing sections, like, which one will be the one that comes to your mind? Because I do remember you saying that there was one section that was insane. And I don't know if it was this one or if there's something even worse after this, which is probable. Like, that's one of the rules of this game. When you beat a checkpoint, you feel relieved because you beat it, but there is gonna be another worse one after that. Damn it. Man, I miss when Yami didn't shrug everything that I fucking asked. Yes, back then, in 2019, when I asked a question, Yami actually used human language to communicate. Yeah, that indeed was a long time ago. I remember him saying that. Why wouldn't I remember that? I mean, it's not my fault that you don't pay attention to what people say when they are talking to you. But I usually do. Obviously my memory is not the best, but if it's something worth remembering, I will remember it. And I feel that that was worth remembering, so I don't get too cocky with the checkpoints that I'm getting. Anyways, whatever. The point is, this section is just something else. Something else indeed. Something evil. Something very evil. As I say before, of unparalleled hatred. An amount of negativity from the creator that doesn't even come close to anything you witnessed before. You don't even remember your father's birthday? Yeah, I don't either. But you know, so what? I mean, there is a little bit of a difference, you know. One of the things, like in this case a birthday, is something that requires hard memory, as in it's something that doesn't have any logic. You just need to remember for what it is. Kinda like, for example, when you study, you know, if you ever need to study the elements in chemistry, like some of them have some backstory to them, but other names you just have to remember, right? So the point is, there are some things that are easy to remember, because you can tie them to other things, and there are others that don't. And birthdays are one of those things. Even if it belongs to someone you like, doesn't matter much, because the data that you're storing is still something that has no logic. It's just memorization. But what Yami said about there's a section that is even more fucked up than the one I was doing, you know, why would I need to learn that shit? Chemistry? I mean, not you. Damn it, don't you know what a fucking example is? I don't give a shit if you can relate or not, it's still an example. Anyways, whatever. You are missing the point. What's important here is that this section is a piece of shit, and Solgreen is an even bigger piece of shit. I'm just kidding, okay, Solgreen? Don't report me. Not yet, at least. I haven't said, anything really bad against you on purpose, right? It was all a show. Don't worry about it. Man, it must be tough though, being a creator of games like this. But then again, it's kind of one of those things. There is apparently a very ancient, how do you say this? Like a moral? I don't know how you say it. An idiom? Well, whatever it's called. Basically, there is a phrase that says that, if you are gonna curse someone, you need to... fuck, I forgot how the saying goes. But basically, you need to bury two, No, the issue is that I didn't forget how the saying goes. I forgot how you also say that word in English. But basically, you need to prepare two gravestones if you're gonna curse someone, because one is gonna be for that person and the other one is gonna be for you. Because every curse that you throw is gonna go back at you at some point. So this is basically what I'm trying to say with Solgreen. Sure, I'm, talking a lot of shit, spewing a lot of hatred, but I'm just giving back what he gave me in the first place. Because no one can tell me that this game is not made with absolute hatred. So, I'm not mean. I'm just, giving back the quote-unquote love. Yeah, saying, that's what I meant. But yeah, basically... Well, the expression that I was looking for is digging your own grave. That's what I wanted to say. I couldn't remember the word grave. But whatever. Point is that, yeah, Solgreen dug his own grave with this game. And when I say grave, in this case I'm talking about the amount of hatred. Man, I love that word. I gotta say that if there is a word that I like a lot, is hatred. What an elegant sounding word, right? I mean, it's the same, or at least almost the same as saying hate, but it hits differently, One of those words that, packs a lot of punch when you say it, I feel. Okay, so let's see how quickly we die here. Damn, I thought I could get hit twice. Why did I die in 2 hits? Shouldn't I have died in 3 hits? Am I missing something there? How much health did I have? Didn't I have more than 60? Maybe I had less than 60. Damn it. I really thought I had more than 60. Seems I didn't. Well, that's unfortunate. But it's okay. You feel it every time you play a game? Nah, every time I play a game like this, which might be a little bit often, but you know, still. Nice. Basically here the strategy is getting hit only once. If I can get hit only once there, then that's exactly what I needed. Nice. If, for example, here I will skip the heart. Damn it. I almost was able to, you know, to completely avoid getting hit by this guy, which is the idea. Like, if I can avoid getting hit by this guy, basically that means that I will only get hit once in the whole section. And that will leave me at 70 points of health. With 70 points of health, I can take 2 hits of the other guys that are on the net section. The problem is that obviously that's really hard to do, for sure. So now, as much as I wouldn't want to, yeah, I need to pick up the heart. Careful. See, that's the problem. Right now, I'm pretty sure I have exactly 60 points of health. That's useless, because those 60 points of health basically mean that if I get hit twice, I'm dead. And that's exactly what I need. I need to get hit twice. Obviously not more than that, but it's a shame that I can't. Really wonder if I can come back after... Wait, you can? But will that really change much? I mean, after all of the platforms, or at least most of the platforms, will be collapsed. I don't really think that will be worth doing. Like, you will... Well, not only that... Okay, never mind. It will be impossible because that platform that you use after the slide will be gone. So, yeah, no matter what you do, it's just not possible to ring these guys down and then go up again. So you need to beat them there, and it's the reason why I need to have at least 2 hits to spare. I mean, obviously, if I can have 3 hits to spare, that's perfect, but that's, you know, too hard, way too hard. So I don't expect that to happen. For example, I got hit by this guy now. I feel like I should reset because, you know, let me just keep going. I mean, after all, being able to pick up the heart is something that needs practice, so, you know, if there is a run where I need to pick up the heart, I guess it's not that bad of a thing. Damn it. I also really want to kill these guys once when I'm on top, instead of killing them in this platform, but that seems so fucking hard. You know, it's okay. Whew. I don't know how that worked, but I will take it. I will gladly take it. Damn it, I got hit by the wrong one. That's another thing that you gotta take into account for the last section. You should get hit by the little guys, not by the worm, because the worm, when it hits you with his head, is 38 points of damage. The little guys are only 30, so basically, if you have more than 60 points, like let's say you have 65, you can get hit twice if only the little guys hit you. If the big guy hits you, you're dead, because that's 68 points. So you know, if you want to do that iframe strategy, you definitely need to do it that way. Any other way just wouldn't work. Damn it! I really tried to bait this guy really early to not get hit by him, but I just can't. It seems that while you are descending, not getting hit by him is impossible. Damn it. So for example, now I need to pick up the heart. Which I rather not. But you know, it's just too hard to do this without fucking it up. I mean, I did it there, but you gotta understand that it's just hard. That's unfortunate. Well, I've been able to at least kill the 3 little guys. I think my problem there was that, you know, I should have moved a little bit to the right maybe during that, but that was a good attempt. That was basically the closest attempt that I got. Like, that worm is probably like 3 hits away from death, or maybe a little bit more, but he's less than half health probably. So that's a shame, but I think that's the strategy that I need to use. Also, are you there, Yami? Because I have a question that I probably shouldn't ask now, because I will first need to more enemy spam after the wall. Yeah, that wasn't the question that I was about to ask. Rather, the question was, you see that champ in the wall that has 2 mouths? What will be the best way to champ that wall? Like, I was thinking champ, and while I'm going down flutter, and when I'm on the other side champ again, like I do with the hearts basically. Well, except for the blast champ, but is there a better way of doing that? And if there is, which one will be? That's what you will do? Okay. I'm a little bit nervous that the last champ might not be enough. Like, the second champ might be too short to get to the other platform, but if I don't do it that way, it will be way too risky. Like, I mean, it's risky either way, but I rather risk that than risking getting eaten by the mouth. Well, I guess in the meantime I can ask you that other question. When you say more enemies spam after the wall, is that true? Because if that's true, I need to change my strategy. Like, I need to do something else if what you're saying is true. Like, I just can't face tank like I'm doing here. Like, if I need to kill more enemies, you don't know? Alright. Well, I guess I will need to hope that that's not the case. But something tells me that there's gonna be a yellow checkpoint. So basically a checkpoint of normal mode. And if that happens, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I really need a checkpoint after that, for sure. No doubt about it. Yeah. Yeah, in any case, honestly, I really can't do much here other than, you know, just good old tryhard. By the way, you know, lately my computer has been behaving a little bit strange, you know. For some reason, there are some times where all of a sudden my computer cannot open applications that are related to video stuff, right? Like, if I want to open Steam or a game, it won't do it. And I don't really know why, because I can open the web browser just fine. And basically what I need to do in order to quote-unquote solve that is basically, well, as you will expect, restart. What's the problem? The problem is that by restarting, like when I restart or turn it off, the screen that says restarting or turning off stays there forever, and until I actually press the button, it doesn't go out, right? Like the button, the power up button, obviously, right? So that seems like such a specific problem, and I don't really know what to do, because with problems like this, everyone is absolutely useless on the internet, right? Like, I can Google that, because nobody knows about those esoteric problems that Windows decides to have all of a sudden, right? So I really don't know what to do, but I just wanted to ask if any of you experienced something similar. So, because I mean, that's the only way to know what the problem is, if someone else also got it. I wish you the best of luck in figuring out the problem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, one thing that I'm thinking of is that I should reset the graphic drivers when that happens. I mean, I don't know how to do that, but there is an option to do that, right? Like, there is like a key combination that allows you to reset the graphics drivers. Well, I don't know if it's the drivers, the things that get reset, but I'm assuming they are. But yeah, like, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea, but hopefully it is. You know. Alright. Then one of them. It's really hard. It's really hard to deal with that worm in a tiny ass platform. Like, it's very, very hard. Even with the other guys gone, like, trying to get this guy in that tiny ass platform is so hard. Because usually what I do with worms is basically move around a lot, but here I can't move around a lot. It's a shame. I was really close, but it's just way too hard. And that was the closest attempt that I got now. Control Shift Windows B. Okay, I guess I should try that. Something similar that has happened to me with sound apps, resetting the PC. So yeah, but that's the problem. That when I try to reset the PC, it doesn't reset, because it just gets completely locked at that resetting screen. So the only way to actually reset it is by holding the power button down, and that's it. Like, there is no way to do it in an, you know, in an elegant way. Well, elegant, I mean, or whatever you call that, but it really sucks. It really sucks because, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm assuming that the Windows Explorer will have nothing to do with that, right? Because Windows Explorer, I'm pretty sure that in Windows 7 was a very independent application, but in Windows 10 I'm not so sure how independent the Windows Explorer really is, right? Because in Windows 10 it's like everything is connected with everything, right? Because it's a piece of crap, you know? So I really wonder if, like, resetting the Explorer will solve that. I haven't done that in a long time, because basically, you know, as I say, in Windows 10 resetting the Explorer is like resetting the whole shit. But I don't know. It's weird. Honestly, Windows That's the reason why at some point I wanted to stop using Windows, because these problems usually arise because of unwanted updates. Like, there are so many updates that are so fucking useless, but Windows insists on installing them whenever they feel like, and they end up fucking up the whole operative system by doing that. So that really sucks, but you know, what can you do about it? I needed to shunt. But yeah, it basically sucks. And as I say before, you know, being able to find an answer on the internet is just, it's almost impossible. It's just really, really hard to do. I mean, I like how there are so many quote-unquote technicians out there, or, you know, so-called Windows technicians, and when you encounter a problem like that, their best advice is, well, you probably should format your PC. Nice. Good answer. Like, I will expect that answer from someone in chat that doesn't know any better, because obviously you don't work for Windows, so you wouldn't know what's going on behind the scenes. But someone that supposedly works for Windows telling you to format, like, man. I mean, it's not like I didn't know before that you don't know shit. Like, I already knew that everyone that calls themselves a Windows technician is basically just, you know, basically the equivalent of a call center guy that basically just knows how to parrot shit. But like, man, at least try to hide it. At least offer me a useless solution to hide how limited your knowledge is. But no. I mean, I could be a Windows technician if that's the standard for the technicians. I mean, if all I need to do is answer, yeah, you need to format your OS. You need to do some formatting, you know. Some good old formatting, but yeah, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's gonna be fine. It's not about whether it's fine or not. It's about the fact that it shouldn't be necessary. You know? That's like saying, oh, you have a problem with your car? Well, have you tried, you know, buying another one? I mean, clearly the problem is too deep to understand, so maybe it will be a better idea to just buy a different one. Yeah, maybe. You know, the worst part is that there are people that actually do that. That they tell you, no, the problem is, you know, too severe and it will be cheaper for you to buy a different car. Because they actually don't know what the fuck the problem is. Or rather, they know what the problem is, but they don't know how to fix it. Even though a lot of the times it's probably fixable. But you know, it's not like you know any better, so what are you gonna do? Well, you could be, you know, you could go to a different technician, you could do that, but, you know, we have limited time, you know. You have your car broken, you want to get it fixed as soon as possible. So you're not gonna be here getting picky about what to do, you know. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, I don't mind. That's fine. And that's the first time that I was able to lure this asshole and not get hit once. Okay, so this is beautiful. because this means that I don't need to pick up the heart. But at the same time, can I go back? I think I can. If I go this way, I can. Okay. So this also means that I can only get hit twice instead of 3 times. So that's my initial plan. It's just that it seems that this is so tough that getting hit only twice, it's not the greatest idea. Damn it. The problem of being 3 of those little guys is that most of the times one of them is gonna be still alive, which is exactly what you don't want, you know. You don't want that, obviously. I mean, that's a lot of hits. That's a lot of damage. Why are you not there? You go. Anyways, the point is, fuck technicians. Even though, you know, I'm pretty sure that the title that I got at university is literally technician. So by saying fuck technicians, I'm saying fuck me. Well, not the first time I will say it, so anyways. Technically, that's my title. Like, I'm not an engineer or a developer. Well, developer is my job, but my title is technician. So, you know. Yeah, fuck technicians. Whatever. Technician. That's a pretty cool sounding word, I gotta say. In English. Well, in Spanish it also sounds cool. You know. Though, even if that's my title, I really couldn't imagine being an actual technician. As in, you know, a person that actually solves other people's issues with their computers and shit. I really will not be able to imagine myself doing something like that. That really doesn't seem very attractive, you know. That definitely doesn't sound attractive, you know. It's the way it is. Damn it, I'm doing that too late. Doing that way too late. That jump to get the heart. Supposed to do it a lot sooner. After all, the gravity is not on my side there. Or rather, it's on my side, but only if I know how to make use of it. Damn it, that sucks. Well, now that I think about it, I can fall back a lot with those 2 guys. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea, but, you know, the other problem is that I will need to also kill the 3rd guy in the platforms as opposed to here. You know. In any case, my advice is don't become a technician, or become a technician like me that is not really a technician. Because I don't think that dealing with other people's problems is a good way to, you know, to spend your time. Well, not like coding is a better way of spending your time, but I feel like it's a little bit less annoying than dealing with people. Well, then again, when you're coding, you're dealing with people in a way. I mean, you're dealing with the people that wrote the code. Just that you're not dealing with them directly, you're dealing with the shit they left behind. Which, sometimes I don't know what you will prefer. Of course I'm still at the same checkpoint. What do you expect? Unbelievable. Anyways, how is it going, Kael? Yeah. Dealing with others people's code is basically the same as, you know, it's the same as kind of like, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like dealing with them, but it's basically dealing with their work ethic, you know, and how good their code is. It's usually a display of how good co-workers they are. At the same time, when the code is shit, usually you know what to expect. Unless they are novices, obviously, right? Because that can happen too. You know, if it's someone with experience writing really shitty code, then that means he doesn't really care that much about what he's doing, so obviously I will expect someone that is working for a long time programming will know better. But they know better, it's just that they don't care. So, you know, that's the main issue. I mean, that sucks. But yeah. Sometimes, you know, I feel like there are obviously different levels to bad code. But I feel like the worst kind of code is the code that tries to be, you know, this exemplar code, you know, with a lot of structure and stuff, that should be code that is so well done that it can be reused and understood properly, but when in reality it's just complex shit that nobody understands and nobody can really reuse anyways. That's the kind of code that is the worst to me. Kind of code that is pretentious. Pretentious code, I think that's a really good way of describing it. Code that tries to be something that it's not. That's the kind of code that is gonna make you lose years of your life. Not because you're wasting time, which you are, but because the amount of salt that is gonna give you trying to read through that and think to yourself, then, did this person really did this? You know, I don't know what example to give you so you can understand the problem. Like, because the problem is that it's really hard to make code analogies. I think that's the issue. Because code is something that a lot of the times doesn't really fare well with anything else. It's just something way too different. I mean, software in general is oftentimes way too different from anything else to make a useful comparison. You know, point is, fuck pretentious code. That's basically my point. Well, considering that the only coder here is Yami, do you know what I'm talking about, Yami? Do you know that struggle? I mean, you've been here in this business for longer than me. So, you probably saw something like that before, right? Well, before and probably at the moment too. I don't know. Basically, you know. Damn, that... Well, that sucks. But not to worry. Okay, now I need to worry because now I can't go back. Okay, well, let's do it the whole way. Might as well, right? I mean, why did you jump like that? I am indeed aware of you describing code you don't understand. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting take that in fact I think that a lot of people also use as an excuse to defend their shitty ass code. But yeah, no, you haven't seen what I seen. Like, that's a pretty good excuse, and sometimes that might also be like an actual, you know, explanation of what's going on. But I can guarantee you that that's not the case here. Anyways, whatever, fuck you. Sometimes I really wish I could meet code that I don't understand so I could learn something better. But unfortunately that doesn't happen. I mean, usually the code that I don't understand at first, because obviously at the end you end up understanding, obviously. But the code that I don't understand sometimes is because it's really just badly done. Like, it's complex for no reason. You know, sometimes less is more. But these people, as I say before, try to get all pretentious with their shit. And, you know, it's not bad to try hard to do a good piece of code. But that's the issue. These people usually, what they are doing is, you know, just trash, right? That's my issue with them. Because they just don't understand the concepts that they are applying very well. You know, in fact, just so I don't sound like I'm talking about nothing, let me give you an example. There is something that... yeah, keep it simple. I know, that's a concept that a lot of people should use, but there is a JavaScript file, several in fact, not just one, that for some reason they do this line of code. Bar self equals this. Now, I might or might not understand what you were trying to do there, but what's the point? Why will you do that? Like, do you even understand how JavaScript variable, you know, assignment works? Like, do you know that what you're doing is basically the same as, I don't know. See, fuck, I can't give examples outside of programming. For people that don't know what I'm talking about, I want to explain you with a real life example, but I can't because it's something that it's so abstract. But it's basically like the equivalent of, No, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what equivalent I could get, but it's redundant, right? It's like saying the water is wet, like, and well, there is gonna be an asshole that is gonna come here. Oh, but actually water is not wet. Well, fuck you. You get my point. It's about redundancy. Why will you do that? There is no point on doing that. But whatever. The point is that fuck people that try to be pretentious while they code. You don't help anyone by doing that. Oh, yeah. Obviously, that's just a very minor example that doesn't really matter that much. I mean, whatever you name your variables, I don't care, but it's basically the kind of mentality that I'm talking about. Like, basically just doing stuff for no reason. Like, something that you could have done nothing on will have been better than what you did, basically, is what I'm trying to say, right? Damn it. Fuck, I really fucked that one up. I don't know. Point is, it's painful. It's one of those times where it will be really nice to have a camera on someone that is coding, right? Just to see, well, obviously you wouldn't be able to see what they are thinking, but seeing their expression when they think that what they are doing is a good idea. They are like, oh, got it. Finally been able to do this, and look how good it looks. It looks real good. I mean, looks real good for a bad code compilation, that is. And that reminds me, I wonder how Solgreen codes. Though, judging by the performance of this game, I don't think I have pretty high expectations, but you know. Still something that I would like to see. Damn it, that didn't work. For some reason that's not working lately. Damn it, and I got more damage than what I initially had. God damn it, dude. But yeah, I don't know why that's not working. It should be working. But for some reason it's not. Like, I can't trigger this guy. Maybe I'm double jumping way too fast. Maybe that's the issue. But anyways, I'm dead here. I can only take one hit, so there is no way I'm surviving this. I wonder how much damage I can deal by... Let me try this. Let me try using the long range weapon and try to deal the most amount of damage. No, okay. Using the long range weapon is useless. Not that I didn't know that before, but I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, it is indeed useless. But as I say before, I'm really curious. People that do this section legitimately without abusing bugs. Really wonder how they do it. Really wonder. Damn it, that sucks. Alright. Well, in that case, I need this. That took a long time. Why are you going up? I think it's because in relation to him, I am in a higher place. That really sucks, because I don't know how to avoid it. Like, I really don't know what the right sequence will be for that. Like, I really can't tell. Okay, let's see what happens if... Huh? No. No, I really don't get how people will do this without this bug. Like, without this bug, this barely makes any sense. It really doesn't. Damn it, I fucked that up so badly. Why did I flutter there? There was no reason to flutter. Gotcha. Oops. Damn it. Really feels like the best way to fight against this guy is going all the way to the top and then slowly go down, but the issue with going all the way to the top is that you are consuming platforms by doing that, obviously. Seems a little bit weird. You know. You piece of shit. That's a lot of damage. It's because this asshole hit me twice. This asshole was actually able to hit me twice. Well, at least it seems like the heart is more or less learned. More or less, I mean, I will say that it's way more consistent than I thought it would be. So incorporating the heart into the strategy means that I can take a lot more hits. But at the same time, it also means that, you know, taking the heart is a really big risk in itself, so basically it's a trade-off. It's the way it is. So for example here, well, god fucking damn it, dude. As you can see, that's the risk. Dying to the almighty mouth. So it's really hot here, god fucking damn it, dude. Even though it's raining outside, but you know, seems that the rain didn't really bring that much cold, you know, as I would have liked. Would have liked some cold, you know. Having rain is already a good thing, just for the fact that the sun doesn't reach. That's... Damn it. See, I don't get it. Why are you not getting summoned now? What did I do different back then that worked and now it's not working? I don't get it, dude. Maybe it's the fact that you need to be more to the right to trigger him. But it should be working. God damn it. So disappointed. The fact that it's not working now. So I think that that's pretty crucial. I don't think I can beat that guy up there. Or rather, even if I could beat that guy up there, the real issue is beating him without taking any damage, which I don't really see that possible. That's a lot of damage, by the way. Really makes me want to watch the VOD to see what I did wrong. I really will need to do that. Still can't believe, as I said yesterday, that this full checkpoint is something that normal mode players also have to deal with. Which reminds me of something that I wanted to ask. Can you remind me exactly what the differences between normal and hard mode were, Yami? Other than harder bosses and less checkpoints. I'm pretty sure there were other differences, but obviously at this point I just don't remember them anymore. Like, was there more damage or... Because if there is more damage, well, less damage in this case, in normal mode, then I can see this section probably not being that fucked up, but, you know, I wouldn't know. Well, I also wonder about the health, because I think they also have buffed health, maybe? I don't know. Like all the enemies or something. Like maybe they do have buffed health. Honestly, more HP. Well, I can see that making the last section easier, but I don't see that making this section easier. Like, I don't think this section becomes any easier with that. Like, the point is that I usually expect the really fucked up stuff like this to be exclusive to Demon mode. But right now, people that play on hard have to deal with the same horseshit that I'm dealing with right now. Unless there are less enemies. Can't remember. Yeah, maybe another modifier is less enemies, because I really can't imagine someone playing normal mode and coming to this section and not being as fucked up as it is to me. I mean, even if it's just a little bit less fucked up. Like, it is still, like, without any checkpoint in between this section and the next one, like, it's fucked up no matter what, you know? The question is, do I really want to risk for the heart? Man, I guess all that beautiful consistency that I had is not here to stay, huh? I think that's the issue. There are so many things that have to be consistent in this checkpoint. There are just so many things, so much to name. Like, the consistency has to be pristine. Because it's many things in a row that have to go well. Damn, I even got hit there. Wow, I almost got that. That would have been sick if I was able to land on the platform there. But I didn't have enough, I wasn't close enough to the platform. That would have been sick. That would have been the first time that I will successfully kill that guy there, I think. Actually, I can't remember if it is the first or the second time. But that's irrelevant, because I'm not doing that strategy anyways. I was just trying there, but honestly, I can't see that strategy going well at all. Really can't see that going very well. Also, that's a lot of damage. Jesus. See, that's what I just can't understand anymore. Like, it seems that there was a point where I was able to trigger this guy a lot easier, but I just can't anymore. I can't trigger him. Like, what did I do different? I really want to watch my own VOD now, but wow, oh well, I wouldn't have been able to go back anyways, but like, I really want to know what the difference is. Because I was able to trigger him very, very easily, but it ain't happening now. I'm a little bit upset, as you will imagine. That tends to happen pretty often too, which I guess is what makes me even more upset. That I do something and then I can't do it anymore. Any improvements? More or less. Not many really, but I mean, I didn't expect many progress today anyways. How is it going, Yannick? I mean, I'm getting some stuff more consistently, but honestly, I really doubt that I will be able to get this checkpoint today at this rate. It's just ridiculous. As I was saying yesterday, this checkpoint is just bad. Just a bad checkpoint. I mean, the previous ones were hard, but it was understandable because they were only demon mode hard, right? That's like, you know, my own fault for being dumb enough to pick this mode. But this mode seems that it's just as hard in normal mode, judging by the lack of checkpoints. So that's what makes me say that this section is actually bad. Even if you are innocent and you decided to, you know, pick normal mode, this is excruciating to play. So basically, the lack of checkpoint after this climbing section is just dumb. It's just insanely dumb. Well, see, that's the problem. I'm talking about normal mode, but let's not forget there is also an easy mode. So this dumb checkpoint is something that not only people that are playing normal mode will have to deal with. It's something that people that play the easy mode have to deal with. So honestly, that's why I'm saying that it's a bad checkpoint. It really is. If difficulty doesn't change how fucked up it is, then yeah, it's just stupid. Well, I really wonder how it will feel when I'm playing, you know, when you play easy mode here. Really wonder. Because even if you take reduced damage or if the enemies have less HP, this is still something that is very, very fucked up, you know? Because you also gotta take into account that what I'm doing right now is a bug exploit. Like, this is not the intended way of doing this section. So imagine doing it the intended way. Doing this the intended way will be hell for absolutely everyone, regardless of the difficulty that you're in. Because even if the enemies take reduced damage, the opposite. Even if you don't take that much damage from enemies, or they have less HP, even if that was the case, you know, it doesn't matter much when the platforms crumble like this. So at some point, the difficulty is not even killing the enemies, the difficulty is getting to the top. Unless you're telling me that in easy mode these platforms are actually solid. In which case, well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad at all. It will be, you know, quite easy in fact. You know. See, I feel like that's something that will make this section not be so garbage. If only the first platform crumble and then all of the rest were solid ground, this wouldn't be so bad, because that means that you will still need to do a lot of acrobatic stuff just to kill the monsters, but you wouldn't have to constantly fear falling, you know? Like, you wouldn't have to do so much shit. The worst part is that a section like this will make me think that this is the last section before the final boss. The problem is that I know that that's not the case, because if that was the case, Yami will have mentioned it in one way or another. So this clearly is not the final section before the final boss. But it really looks as if it was. Again, because this is this way no matter which difficulty you pick. So it really feels like it's the final section. But yeah, I'm just gonna be up for disappointment if I think that way. It's a shame though. It's truly a shame. Well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but judging by the completion rate and the fact that, again, Yami hadn't made any comment, I will have to assume that this is not the last section at all. And again, will Yami even make a comment when I reach the final section? Not so sure. I don't really think so, but you know, he's against everything that could be considered spoiler. He doesn't like that, right? So even if this was the final section, Yami will never tell me that. But the fact that he says that he doesn't remember what comes after this, I think that's enough to know that this is not the final section. Because I mean, I will think that if it was the final section, you will remember it, right? Even if it looks, you know, similar to maybe some other sections, it still looks quite particular with this whole going up shit. I can't believe that shit, dude. You know what? I'm resetting. With that health, I can't do shit. I really wonder. I need to know how I did the bait. Because it's just not working anymore. It's not working. It was probably some voodoo magic. Did I do some voodoo magic? Is that the answer to this? Well, I mean, this game has a lot of satanic, or satanic will be the pronunciation. But anyways, it has a lot of, you know, non-Christian friendly things. Well, not to mention that the checkpoints are pretty much what is supposed to be that Satanist, you know, star. I don't remember the name. I think they call it pentagram, but I'm pretty sure a pentagram is supposed to be the place where you put music on, where you write music on. Or maybe it's called the same. But I don't know. What does it have about being a pentagram? I mean, the only thing related to the number 5 is the amount of sides that the star has. Well, not even sides, the amount of, well, whatever they are called, but that. But, you know, I think that wouldn't really be that specific either, right? Pentagram. Well, I don't know, dude. Since I'm not a satanist, sorry, wouldn't be able to know. Okay. Alright. Okay, no, it's still fine. It's still fine. There is a platform on the right. This should still work. Unfortunately, with the amount of health that I have, I can only still withstand 2 hits and not 3. But it's okay. Can be worse, I guess. Okay. Yami, I need again confirmation. Champ, Flutter, Champ is the strategy here. Champ, Flutter, Champ. Damn, I'm gonna choke this so badly. I'm gonna choke this shit so badly, and I'm so afraid. Because this is something that looks easy, but that's not easy at all. The hitbox of those things is a lot bigger than you think. Like, this is Champ, Flutter, and Champ. I know that Flutter into Munchers. No. Fuck, dude. Like, I know I'm gonna choke. That's the problem. That's what makes me so nervous. And there is something that I also can't ignore. You know the right side, like the other side of the platform where the torch is? That diagonal part, those are spikes. If I get hit by that, I die. Okay. Fuck, dude, this is a disclaimer. I'm gonna choke. So, before you say anything, know that I already know that I'm gonna choke, but damn. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. Love and peace. Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna say it again. I don't know how people that play easy and normal mode can do with this section. Because I'm pretty sure no other previous section was as hard as this one on those two modes. Like, in this mode we are used to getting fucked like this. But in the other modes, not really. Alright, well, this looks even worse because this is a moving platform, but hey, at least... Oh, I also want to see if this thing here was a spike. Yeah, this was a spike. Like, can you imagine getting there and getting hit by that spike? That will be so fucked up. Like, obviously, because I saw it, I'm like, alright, I have to jump that. But spikes in this game blend so well with the background that if you weren't paying special attention, like, you are absolutely dead. Like that. Jesus Christ, what is this thing even doing? Do you remember this section, Yami? No, I'm not gonna ask you for advice yet, but I just want to know if you remember this. Do you? Because, you know, it looks like the kind of thing that I wouldn't want to play. But I will definitely need to. Also, it seems like there is a secret on the top. Is that a secret right there? Like, those crumbling platforms, I'm pretty sure there is no reason for you to go there. So, there has to be a secret. Right? Or is there a reason? Maybe there is a reason, but... Okay, maybe there is a reason. Maybe the reason is... No, okay, never mind. I don't think there is a secret there. Yeah, there might not be a secret there. Okay, never mind. I think it's just part of the script. It's not a secret. Well, at least we are keeping up the pace of 1 checkpoint per stream. We still haven't degraded to no checkpoints per stream. Though that might happen at some point, you know. That might definitely happen at some point. I wonder when. What's the point of this section? Like, how are you supposed to do that? Am I missing a platform there? Unless... No, but you can... Like... A little bit confused there. What am I supposed to do there? Like, I'm assuming I have to stay in the air. But... You really can't stay that long in the air, right? What am I missing here? What happens if you just let that go? Well, I don't know what I expect that it will happen. Now, what am I doing? Why will that do anything? Makes no sense. Unless you want me... See, but even if I go there, I don't think I can do much, really. Maybe... Alright, maybe I can actually go to the crumbling platforms, but I don't think I'm supposed to use them yet, right? So you can't even get from there as far as I know. Seems that it's way too high. Alright. So for the record, there is no secret up there, but you can actually land there. So that's good, at least. That is indeed good. Probably shouldn't hurry that much, because the whole point is that you're waiting for this shit to come. And I think, see, this is another thing. This section, no matter what difficulty you pick, is gonna be hard like this. Because I'm pretty sure that easy mode and medium, normal, or whatever the fuck it's called, even those modes wouldn't change anything here. Because this is pure platforming, and as far as I know, those shaws kill you in one hit. So, in any difficulty, so I really wouldn't know how you are supposed to... Like, this is a huge difficulty spike if you're playing on easy mode, right? Unless there is more changes other than pure values, this is just insane. Okay, the question is, how do I deal with that? Because after that I can't jump up, because I already used that platform. In ancient mode, spikes don't kill you. Oh, I see. What do they do? Do they damage you, or are they just for decoration? How does it work? Well, I would assume that they wouldn't be there just for decoration. You think so? Man. Well, I guess ignoring easy mode, I will say that normal mode, this will be a huge difficulty spike still. You never play, I know. Alright, like, but in normal mode, you did play normal mode, right? Well, of course you did. But this will be a huge difficulty spike on normal mode. Because there is no easy monster or anything like that. It's pure anal destruction. You got it? Yeah, I did. I know. It was a nice sensation. You know, I'm more happy about the fact that I was able to do that by abusing a bug. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like a middle finger to Solgrim. Which, after experiencing that checkpoint, a middle finger is exactly what he deserves. Well, the least. You know. That was a pretty bad thing. Oh, you can... Okay. Alright. There is that, but what is here? Okay. So as you can see, this in normal mode will have been a checkpoint, but it's not a checkpoint here, which is a problem. But at least I know what the strategy is. Like, you can actually slide under those mouths, so it's not a problem. Yeah, this is an auto-scroller. Wouldn't be surprised if that was intended display. Nah, definitely not. I don't think that exploit was intended at all. Damn, that shit looks hard. That shit looks really hard. What? I don't think I understand that part. I don't think I do. You know, this is the reason why you do what Yami did, which is play normal mode first and then hard mode. Because if you already play normal mode, you know how this sequence plays out and what you're supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that second sequence, so basically not having a checkpoint after this is heavily against me, obviously. But I feel like this section is not that bad. I mean, I don't think there is any, you know, hard input, right? Or at least it doesn't look like there is, for what I can see. I guess that could be the hardest input to do. Like basically, you know, trying to land in that upper platform from this quote-unquote gate jump. That could be pretty hard, but you know, it's alright. Man, how did I do that before? Maybe I jumped too... Maybe, okay, I think I jumped too early, that was my problem. You're supposed to... Yeah, to wait a lot to do that, because otherwise, what are you doing? Nice. Okay. This section is not that bad, so it could be worse. Wow, that almost killed me at the end. So, I really need to start understanding this, but I already don't understand this first jump. Like, I'm assuming that I do have to jump under it and then get over it. But damn, seems quite fucked up. And then it goes back and does the same, so don't really get the point. Well, not to mention that there is that 2 more thing. That is gonna be an absolute pain. It also looks like there might be a secret up there. Well, either a secret or the net zone is probably there, but I don't think the net zone will be there, considering that the door is supposed to open to the right and you're not supposed to go up. No. Nice. That slide is a little bit risky, but honestly it could be worse. Wow, that was pretty close, okay. Oh, this is the part... Okay, that works, and something really tells me that after that, like, after I land there, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pick the 2 more up. Because keep in mind that those are 4... That's a quadruple 2 more. That doesn't seem too good, you know. That definitely doesn't seem too good. But, you know, it's alright. Oh, something that I don't particularly like about auto-scrollers like this is the fact that you are basically tied to the timing of this thing, right? I don't know what to do there. Like, I'm pretty sure you can go up. Or, well, I hope you can, but it doesn't seem like you can go up. But at the same time, if you wouldn't be able to go up, what is that section on? Hey, is there a secret here, Yami? Because that definitely looks like a secret. Like, that has to be a secret. If that's not a secret, then why is that there for? Right? Like, that section... God damn it. At least it seems like this first section we can do it semi-consistently. Or at least... yeah, semi-consistently, as I said. Not 100% consistent. You know, consistent enough. Really? Nice. That's what I get for opening my mouth. My mouth. Whatever. The truth is that I already know what the strategy is, so the rest is all basically execution. I wonder why. Wow, I got stuck there. don't know if you were able to see that, but I got stuck inside this, well, snake or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I mean, it looks like the skeleton of a snake, but do snakes have skeletons? I will assume, right? Do they? I don't know. Well, who gives a shit about snakes anyways, right? I mean, that one seems quite hard to do. To get on top of that platform again. Really seems a little bit fucked up. But it shouldn't be that different from the first jump, I think. Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't even the intended way of doing this, because I'm pretty sure they intend you to slide to the left, which is the reason why there are 3 crumbling platforms instead of just 2, but it feels weird. Like, it really feels like you have to delay that a lot, but it's not like you can delay that much. If you delay it a lot, how the fuck do you get to the other side in the first place? You know? But it's okay. It would be really sick if you could triple jump, you know? If you could triple jump, a lot of these sections will be obviously absolutely nothing. I think what you're supposed to delay is your... I don't know. It feels like your height is not enough to get into the snake after that. Because you need to wait... unless you're supposed to do the opposite. I think I'm thinking this wrong. I think what you're supposed to do is actually hurry up to the right. Instead of waiting on the tail of the snake, I think you're supposed to jump before the snake goes there. But can I do that? I wonder. Well, only one way to find out. Damn it. So I gotta say that I'm surprised by the fact that I don't need to activate VSync. Usually VSync, or rather the lack of VSync, is really noticeable because of the screen tearing, right? Like, that's something that I notice a lot. So that's why I always want to activate VSync, right? But in this case, I don't really see it. Like, I don't see any screen tearing, so that's weird. Because there should be, right? Because ever since I disabled VSync in that Myogi fight, I haven't enabled it again, right? Or maybe I did? Did I? No, I didn't, it's still off. Well, that's weird. I know, it's okay. Also, I really don't know why after going through checkpoints the progress doesn't get updated. Unless the progress exclusively refers to items progress, which might be, I don't know. Also, Yami, I have another question, though you're probably gonna answer with a shrug. I can already see that, but Can you get every secret in the game by using the Darkheim Watch? Because there are some sections of the game that are blocked out, right? And my question is that possible? Or is that just not possible? Like if you miss a secret like Get Owned, it's shit, right? That's what it is for. Oh, okay. So that means that, because that's one of the fears that I got, basically. Like, if there are some sections of the game that are blocked, then what do I do, right? Honestly, I have a feeling that if I get stuck in a section, doing that might be a really good thing to, you know, do it. The problem is that you are restricted to one area, so you need to choose the right one. Well, but that will only be a problem if you... That will only be a problem if you're trying to legitimately look for them. In the sense that if you choose Google the location, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Like if you Google where every secret is, I don't think you should worry about that. Right? Unless I misinterpreted what you were supposed to say. Right? But like, you can choose Google and go to the location you need, and well, obviously you need to beat the location, but other than that, it shouldn't be a problem, right? I really hope that there are no secrets in a really fucked up location that took me a long time to beat, because that will suck. Wouldn't like that. Really? I don't know how that happened. I think that right after that I need to slide to the right. Need to slide, probably flutter, and right after the fluttering, well, obviously double jump. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. If I get really stuck in a boss, which is probably what's gonna happen with the final boss, and what better time than to do that than when I'm right in the final boss, I think I would like to pick every secret there. Like when I reach the final boss, before I actually go into full try-hard mode, I think doing that wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Before I go for that tumor though, I want to... okay. So that's the path. Jeez. That's... fucked up. Like, very fucked up. Like, you don't have any rest. Like, basically, you're supposed to touch that. When you go the first time to the right, you touch it there. And then you go to the left, and then you go to the right again. You touch it there again. And then when the snake goes up, how are you supposed to touch it twice? Right? That's the part that I don't get. Weird. Though I still think that up there is a secret, so before trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, I think I want to figure out if there is a secret or not. You know? Especially because if in order to get to this section I need to beat a past section, like a past section of this area, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that shit. It was enough suffering for one day, you know? Yeah, how are you supposed to even do that? How are you supposed to pick that up without getting absolutely fucked there? I don't get it. Because you're supposed to touch that a lot of times. Well, when I say a lot of times, I mean 4 times. But 4 times seems like a lot, you know? That's my issue. Unless there is something that I'm not taking into account. Why am I waiting there when I can just go full charge like I'm doing in the second loop? Like, why instead of waiting in his tail, why don't I go ahead and wait for him on the other side? Because that's pretty much what you are supposed to do in the second loop anyway, so it seems like a way better idea, and by doing that you can probably touch the 2 more twice, and touching the 2 more twice is exactly what I need. Okay, I need a better timing than that, that's for sure, but that's the right strategy. That's definitely the right strategy. For sure. Now, the real question is there gonna be a checkpoint after that? Because there might be a checkpoint for normal mode. Will there be a checkpoint for hard mode? Because I'm pretty sure that that wouldn't be the first time that in normal mode you have 2 checkpoints in a row that are not there for hard mode. Which is, you know, insanely fucked up, yes, but it happened. Oh, I forgot that I'm supposed to slide. What am I doing? But yeah, at least now I'm seeing this a lot more doable. But I still have some questions. They can only be answered by tryharding. I need to try hard. That didn't touch it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna check if... Damn it, I forgot that I'm not supposed to do that. But... what was I about to say? Oh yeah, that... I want to see if there is a secret up there. So even if I'm not gonna go for the tomb, or at least I will get my answer. You know? I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a secret. Well, not like it's been a while in terms of, you know, the actual length of the game, but it's been a while in terms of time. Because, you know, these past 2 checkpoints have been so fucked up that I really forgot. Okay, let's see if there is... Well, the camera doesn't go up. If the camera doesn't go up, I think that means that there is no secret, but there might be a way to, like, get past that. I don't know, but I think every time there was a secret, the camera changed. And the camera isn't changing there, so... But, I mean, if there is no secret there, why is there that big empty space there? I mean, it's impossible to access and it serves no purpose, right? That's definitely the perfect place to put a secret. I wonder. Well, whatever. seems weird, but I don't know if it will be the first time that happens. I don't think so. I will try it again though. I want to see. No, you actually can go to the left. Like, that place is legitimately impossible to reach. Or, if it is possible, it's way higher than what I can do from this thing. Well, maybe we are gonna go up there later, but it seems weird to think that considering that we're going to the right. I mean, doesn't seem to make that much sense to me. Maybe that's the case, I don't know. Well, at least I'm happy that this first section I can do it 90% of the times. Jesus, that's so dangerous. And the hitbox of that tumor is so small. I mean, there are so many hitboxes in this game that are bigger than they should be. And the tumor is not one of them. Obviously, because that will actually benefit the player. That will go against the game. No. Alright, let's try that again. See, that's the issue. I don't think I can take that twice there as much as I would like to, but it doesn't seem like it works, you know. Maybe it does, but really doesn't look like it does. Also, I'm thinking about something. Like, when that snake goes down, you're not supposed to wait for the tail. You're supposed to go in front of her. Him, I don't know. I mean, it's it. I mean, it's a snake. An animal, you can refer to it as it. Well, that's what they told me in elementary school in the English class, but I don't know. Well, there is a lot of, I mean, people that are owners of pets, obviously they call them by their, you know, by the sets of the pet, but, you know. Ah, fuck me. That jump is the one that is gonna be hard to do. It's okay. At least it seems, if this checkpoint ends after that sequence, and that's a pretty big if, but if that's the case, then this checkpoint, I think it's clearly easier than the 3 previous checkpoints that we had that were pretty much pure suffering. Like, nothing but pure and unadulterated suffering, you know. Something good about this game is that if I need to stream it in low bitrate from when I eventually temporarily move, like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that big of an issue, because I don't think this game really requires, you know, that much anyways, you know. Like, I don't really think it requires, I mean, obviously, if you decrease the bitrate, it's clearly gonna look worse, no shit, but I don't think it's essential for what is happening. Unless one of these bosses is literally a Danmaku boss, which wouldn't surprise me, honestly. But let's try to pretend that that's not gonna be the case, because that will be very bad, you know. Oh damn it, I forgot. Fuck. You need to do it so fast that I just forget about it completely. Need to be paying more attention. Oh, I was paying enough attention, but turns that I wasn't. I also want more accessories for B, because I like my current costume. I would like a more natural look, you know. I mean, this holy saint look is nice, but I mean, I would like something more casual. I'm pretty sure that those are secrets that I still did not pick up, which makes sense considering that the amount of secrets that I didn't pick up are probably quite high in number, you know. Damn, you have to do this so absurdly fast, it's insane. Like, you barely have any time to think here. You really don't. Like, you're supposed to do this so fast that time to think really is almost null. So basically this is something that you have to plan beforehand, which is kind of like what we were doing in all of these checkpoints anyway, so you know. Damn it. The problem, I think, that a lot of the accessories that B can use are just very, like, over the top, you know, which is fine, but you know, if you want to combine different over the top accessories, I think that in the end it looks just very ridiculous. In fact, what I'm using right now will as well be considered, you know, pretty ridiculous, right? But, you know, I think it's one of the least ridiculous costumes that you can use when you try to combine so many parts together, right? Damn it. There's also a problem. I think these platforms are, well, these snakes are a little bit bugged. Because depending on how you land, or I don't know if it's how you land or where you are, but they don't allow you to jump as high as you would normally. So, like there, for example, do you see that? I did a double jump, but both jumps were very short, and that's not something that I intended. That happened because it happened, you know. So, it's a little bit weird. Right? Damn it, I jumped way too soon. Maybe something that I can do is, in order to touch that tumor twice. So I think that before practicing that, I should probably practice the later section. The later section, I mean, even if I get that tumor twice, the later section is gonna fuck me up. And it seems that the later section is not that fucked up, as touching the tumor twice there. You know, I think that that's how it is. Might be wrong. Hopefully not. I can't believe that I still failed that. Like, Jesus, how picky are you? Maybe I should be in the air for longer, as in I should wait until I flutter a lot more than I'm doing. That way I give more time to this thing to appear, you know. Because if I wait there, like if I wait to actually go to the other side, I get chewed by those things. But if I do it too early, it's also hard to ride the snake. That's why I feel like I should delay any attempt at staying in the air for long enough. I don't know. Or maybe not. Damn it. Now I'm actually doubting. I'm actually doubting on what I'm supposed to do. Damn it. Didn't want to reach this length. The length of actually doubting what I'm supposed to do. God damn it. Really doesn't work that the head apparently has no hitbox. A lot of times you think that you are right on time, but in reality you're not right on time at all. That sucks. Quite a little. Quite a lot, I would say. Oh, maybe something that I can do is something like this. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Damn it. Okay, I feel like what I should do after I touch the tumor is flutter instead of jumping again. Because if I jump again, I'm gonna hit my head, which you obviously don't want to do for obvious reasons. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe you want to get back as soon as you can, so if you can make your jump shorter. I don't know, that whole section there is still quite mysterious. Yeah, that's the issue. The second one. The first one, we can do it with a very big margin if we don't fuck it up, obviously, but the second one, maybe you're not supposed to do a second one there, but if you don't do a second one there, I don't... Wait, maybe there is a way of to do it, but it will be too risky. No, it will be impossible. No, never mind. I was thinking of something, but no. It definitely will not work. Well, I still want to see the rest, so I mean, I also should be careful when I slide there, because if I do it too late, she gets stuck. Honestly, I mean, why do you do a moving platform like this if it's gonna be so buggy? Like, Jesus Christ, Solgreen, you keep surprising me every time. You have a pretty nice what's the word? An ability, I guess. Pretty good ability to never cease to amaze me in one way or another. For better or for worse. Damn it. I can't believe I'm fucking... See, that jump is so easy and I'm fucking it up. It's because I'm, for some reason, hurrying. That's what I say before about these auto-scrolling sections, that the reason why I don't like them is because it doesn't depend on you how fast you do them, it depends on the platform that you are riding and whatever sequence they are supposed to do. That's what I don't like about it. And that almost did not work. Almost. See, that's the issue. After that, I don't know how I am supposed to do it in order to pick it up. I think it will be dash into flutter into jump, because if I jump before that, I think it's gonna be a complete waste of time. I also need really quick reactions after that, obviously. Of course. Yeah, I was thinking that, you know, when the snake comes down here and I ride the snake, I will be able to pick the tumor again, but it's way too far, so that wouldn't work. I mean, the thing is that the snake walls you here once you land on her on the right side, so you will not be able to just, you know, go here then go back up, because by the time you go back, the snake is already gone, obviously. You don't want to do that, so that basically means that you need to pick this tumor 2 times on the first, like the first time the snake comes here. That's what you're supposed to do. If you do anything else, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it is a new checkpoint. How is it going, Riemann? Yeah, basically the previous checkpoint was an absolute pain in the ass. This checkpoint basically, unless after this section there is no checkpoint, there is no fighting here, it's pure platforming. But obviously I might regret saying that when I actually find out that it's not just that. 3 events in 2 days? Why do you do that to yourself? You know, that's something that I never really understood. And obviously that's just me, but people that like participating in events, like not just, like forget about the frequency. It's about just the fact of participating, right? Like, that's something that I could never understand, like the appeal of participating like that, you know? I mean, I know that I'm the odd one there, but still. Uh-oh. Oh, that's such a shame, but hey, that's pretty much what the strategy is supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to do. Damn it. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. But you know, at least this one, again, if the checkpoint, if you can get a checkpoint after this, then this checkpoint is basically insanely easier than the 3 previous ones. My fear is that after this there's not gonna be a checkpoint, and I can definitely see that happening. New checkpoint, new ass pain. I don't know. Again, well, what I should say, if there is a new checkpoint there, then this checkpoint is basically a gift from the heavens compared to the other 3. But that's why I doubt that that's the case. Because if that's the case, it will just be too easy compared to the previous ones. So I'm fully expecting something really fucked up. I'm fully expecting to getting shit on. Tim, really? The spike killed me there? Are you shitting me? Damn. The spike is the one that actually killed me there. Alright. These spikes are quite fucked up. It's all about participation. Yeah, but you know, it's not just this kind of events where you compete for a prize. This is something that also happened in school. Like when we had this, like, you know, presentations or like this, well, I guess you can call them events, but the events were not to get anything, were just like to collaborate with school. I never understood the appeal of that, and there were a lot of people that really like getting into it, and I'm like, how do you have the motivation to get into something whose reward is an absolute piece of shit? Because sometimes, you know, it's pretty funny. A lot of times teachers will reward you with good grades if you participated in events like that, which is insane that someone will change a grade for labor. I mean, I call it labor, it's not labor, but I mean basically doing something that is not related to the asignature, right? Like, that to me is insane, but it's something that in my school they did. So even with that reward, I still feel that it's not worth it. Except that unlike school shit, I have fun with shoot 'em ups. Well, I mean, I understand that, but I mean, I think it's regardless of what the content of the event is. What I'm trying to say is that what I find as a pain in the ass, pretty much, is like, you know, the concept of participating. That's what, to me, is an absolute pain in the ass. Like, just participating is what I don't like. I mean, I think the concept of, first of all, like signing up on some site, right? Or wherever you sign up, that's already to me an absolute pain in the ass. And then after that, basically showing up, like actually needing to put time off your schedule to show up, that to me is absolutely painful to do. But you know, you have no schedule. Well, yeah, I mean, in your case, it's probably not a big deal, but you know, yeah, in my case, it's a big deal. But you know, it's alright. But yeah. Also, oh, something that I needed to ask you. Well, not you in particular, Riemann, but anyone that knows. In the new place that I'm moving to, I will only have one monitor. So my question to you is, what should I use if I want the chat in my only monitor? phone. No. I mean in the monitor. Like, not anywhere else. In the monitor. Like, I have the game in full screen and the chat on top of it. I know that's possible. Like, one of the racing simulator streamers that I watch, while he's driving, he has the chat literally at one of the sides, so he can see the track, but at the same time he can see chat. And obviously he plays full screen, because otherwise playing a simulation in anything other than full screen is kind of like, you know, not a good idea. I have scheduled free time. Huh. Interesting. I know that there is a chat application called Chatterino, but I don't know if it has that functionality. I don't know if and how it's possible with actual full screen. I mean, it should. I think. I mean, if that streamer can do it, anyone should be able to do it, right? I assume. Unless when you say true full screen, you mean that it couldn't be done unless it's borderless full screen. In which case, I guess I agree. If that's the case, that seems hard to do. If you play a game that it doesn't have borderless full screen, seems like it might be an absolute pain in the ass. I did not mean to do that, and I fucked it up. Let's go to the black hole. Vroom. With borderless window, it actually can be done. Yeah, obviously. Have text to speech. Yeah, sure. That's a very good idea. Well, maybe I will have to buy a second monitor, but I don't have too much space. That's the issue. As much as I would like to buy 2 monitors there, like, you know, there really isn't that much space to play with, you know. Text to speech. I mean, you gotta understand, one of the worst things about text to speech is that it reads the emotes out loud. So, for every phrase, like for example, he will read, you know, have text to speech, Gabi, Oshi, naughty. Right? I don't want to hear that. You know, that sounds like shit. So I don't want none of that. Ah, fuck. Laptop gang only needs 1 monitor. Dude, if I were to stream on a laptop... Oh, you mean... Okay. I think I understand what you mean. You mean streaming in your computer and reading chat in a laptop? Yeah, but that's... I mean, that has the same problem. Except that it's even more expensive. So it's even a worse solution. I don't know, I will see. Honestly, I will be glad just with the fact that I can stream. If I can actually stream, anything else is secondary. So I will worry about it when I'm there. Also, hey, how is it going, Toyo Tantrum? Thanks for the raid. How is it going, Dr. Galletas? Huh. Another Spanish-speaking fellow? Good shit. And we have a couple of those over here. Well, not right now, but they usually are here from time to time. Use phone, tablet like a normal person. You are missing the point. That will still have the same issue. Like, the issue here is lack of space. You understand? Like, no matter if I use a laptop or a phone, I have really reduced space. And when I have a mouse and a keyboard and I don't have a desktop there, I can't place the phone anywhere. So you understand what my problem is? If I could just pick a different platform and put something else in there, I wouldn't even be asking this because I would put a second monitor in there. But I don't have a space to do that, you know? Finally clear Subterranean Anime Semester Station Stream Them. Congratulations. Here we have someone that is an expert on that stage. Aren't you, Yannick? You really like that one. Also, I'm surprised how much Russian-speaking Touhou shoot-em-up players I'm encountering lately. I mean, they do it for Mother Russia. You know. Wait, what? Reimu Aya pacifist no focus? What? We're talking about normal difficulty, right? Right? Because that on Lunatic... Oh, on easy, okay. Yes, I was out to say. That on Lunatic is something that not even Yannick can do. I will be surprised. I mean, if someone else was able to do it. You can't do it on easy. That's the point. Well, you know, it's nice to try new things out. But if you like Pacifist, a game that I can recommend to you is Grace Counter. Grace Counter has an actual pacifist mode. So it's not like in Touhou that when you do pacifist, like nobody rewards you. In that game, you actually have a mode that is pacifist. Only until stage 3, I see. Mainly cause no extends opportunity. Oh, that's right! Subterranean Animism is a pretty special game in the sense that you only get extends at the end of a spell card that is not timeout or where you died on. So yeah, that's interesting. Pretty interesting. Well, so yeah, if you want pacifist mode, I recommend you that game, Grace Counter. A really good game by itself. I mean, you don't need to play pacifist to enjoy it. It's a really good game. Definitely recommended. Soon might hate timeouts, but that won't stop me. Nice. You will look into it? Nice. Well, if you look into it, I will recommend you, if you have time obviously, to look into it today. Why, you might ask? Because this is the last day of the Steam Lunar Sale, where it's one of the 3 big sales that Steam has every year. Like they have winter, summer, and Chinese New Year. So, if you're interested in getting not just that one, but getting any game on Steam, I will recommend you to look today. And you also have time until tomorrow, but only until the afternoon. So if there's anything that you want to do, I will suggest you to do it today. Obviously, Grace Counter is a pretty cheap game, so it's not gonna be particularly a problem to you. So, but you know, you can just buy whatever you want. I personally kinda run out of games that I really want to buy. Or at least games that I want to buy that are cheap. Because there are games like Ace Combat 7, Code Vein. There are games that I want to have. Well, not just the fact that they aren't cheap, but also the fact that they are, you know, I won't be able to run them, obviously. I didn't get a Grace counter because it had a better sale during winter. Oh, okay. Yeah, if that's the case, my personal recommendation will be to not get it. I feel like if there is a game that had a better sale in, well, a better price in a previous sale, my recommendation is to always wait until it goes on that price again. Obviously, if it's a game that you really want to play, well, obviously not, but if it's a game that you don't really care that much about, then I feel like you should, you know, definitely do that. Yeah, the Weave Souls, if you want to call it that way. But, you know. Yeah, basically... In fact, that's what I'm doing with Hellsinker. Hellsinker is a Danmaku game that it's on sale, but it had a better sale before, so I don't see any reason to buy it. So, you know, I'm just holding off until it goes to its cheapest price and I can buy it. It's only $4, but to be fair, I have a lot of horror games in the backlog. Yeah, basically that's what I think as well. That, you know, I also have a lot of games to play, so usually I only buy games on sale when I know that the sale is the best it had, right? If it's not the best it had, then I choose don't bother. Again, the only exception is if it's a game that I really want, and that's usually never the case. Like, you know, looking back into it, these 3 years, right? Like these past 3 years, there were only, I don't think I'm mistaken or exaggerating when I say this, there were only 3 games that I really wanted to get and that I bought pretty much on release date, which are Smash Ultimate, Sekiro, and Mega Man 11. Those are the only games that I bought at full price, right when they came out. Because, you know, I feel like those are games that are the ones that appeal to me the most, right? So basically, I couldn't pass that opportunity. I pre-ordered Sekiro right after pre-order was open. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, my Sekiro stream was incredibly scuffed because my computer couldn't handle it too well. And back then I was pretty ignorant about streaming, so I didn't understand what encoding overload meant, or a lot of other stuff, right? So unfortunately, you know, my playthrough of that game is insanely scuffed, but the game was really good. So even if the playthrough itself was a piece of shit, I mean the recorded playthrough, right? The game itself was so good that I don't even mind that much. It was a potato overload. I mean, to be fair, the worst part is that I thought that I could run it at high graphics. And technically I could, but then you go in that section, you know that you are in a castle that I don't remember even the name of. There is a gigantic section where you're supposed to jump in the ceiling of said castle, and the game runs so badly there that the encoder will overload because of how much shit it will need to process that. Like, it was insane how fucked up that place is. And it makes sense because it's such a big place that all of the things that you have to render are just insane. In fact, that's something that I just found out about Genshin Impact. In Genshin Impact, you can basically play, or well, I can basically play in high graphics, but only if I have the environmental detail on low. Why? Because the environmental detail is the one that allows you to see further. It's kind of like the depth of, like the amount of, like in Minecraft, for example, how many chunks you load, right? So you can see in the distance more. So basically, environmental detail is this, the fact that how much you want to load in the distance. So if you have that in high, my computer dies. Well, I mean, it's not like it crashes, it just goes terribly frame rate wise. But basically, that's literally the only thing that it struggles with. If I had everything else on high, it does really, really well. That's the only thing that I cannot have on high. Which is a shame, but you know. Because, I mean, it's very noticeable when you look in the distance and everything looks low definition, but it's just impossible otherwise. You know? But yeah, it's still alright, I mean, could be worse. I mean, after all, it's not like Genshin Impact is a game that looks exceptionally well in high graphics. I mean, there is clearly a difference, but it's not that noticeable. At least not as noticeable as in Sekiro. Back in Sekiro, the difference is so big that that's why I didn't want to make it lower, you know. Damn it. I really don't know how to do that. It seems that I just can't do it right on time. Really don't know what to do. Maybe I'm supposed to... Wait a second. I'm stupid. Damn it. I can't believe I'm stupid. Alright. What you're supposed to do there, the issue is that I'm waiting for the tail. You are not supposed to wait for the tail. You're supposed to wait for the head. Like, if you go behind, it's not gonna be enough time. So you are supposed to get there before the head goes horizontal. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. But it's okay. You know, I still will need to figure out the timing for that. Because I can't just go as fast as I want. Because if the head doesn't get horizontal, I'm basically doing it for nothing. Uh-oh. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, you're supposed to do that a lot faster than what I'm doing. Like, if you want to be in front of the head, you have to do it... Like, you cannot even wait until the tail goes away in the left side. Alright. Well, it's alright. I mean, honestly, these sections don't seem that big of a deal. Which, again, is the reason why I'm fearing so much that after that there is not gonna be another checkpoint. Because these sections seem quite easy compared to the previous three. They really feel very easy compared to the previous three. So that's why I'm so scared. Damn, I barely got that. Okay. So what I'm supposed to do there is fall into flutter into delay jump into immediate jump. I think that's what I'm supposed to do there. And once I do that, I should be able to get to the other side, and we will finally be able to see if there is another checkpoint after that, or if we're gonna get screwed over. Whenever you're... That you come in... I really wonder if that was something that was typed by a Japanese person that is bad at English, or if it was just typed by an English-speaking person that just happened to be mentally handicapped. I can't tell. Alright. What was this? Wait, what is this? I'm electrified. Wait, that's a power-up, right? Wait, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I can jump, but I can barely jump. What is this? A strange feeling. Press and hold action to succumb to it. Oh, what? Is this in? Okay, it's not infinite. Wow, so you can actually fly in midair? The problem is that I have no fucking checkpoint. Are you shitting me? You want me to learn this new power without checkpoint? Okay. I remember secrets with head. Yeah, I also... I was out to check back then, but I want to, you know... Damn it. See, that's the problem. I mean, I'm gonna pick up the checkpoint, but the problem is that by picking up the checkpoint, Oh, wait a second. The head is not infinite. I cannot use the head here. I can only use it in between these things. Okay, okay. Well, we got the checkpoint, dude. Yeah, new mechanic, no checkpoint. Though I really wonder, maybe there was a checkpoint there. Maybe there actually was a checkpoint there, because I think in this game sometimes you get a checkpoint even if there is not a satanic circle, you know? There wasn't happy dating. But anyways, we got 2 checkpoints in one stream, dude. That's already a new record. Alright, but I'm assuming that this checkpoint is gonna absolutely fuck us up. Wait, really? Oh, okay. There is definitely a secret up there, that's for sure. Okay, so as you can see, this head stops happening when you reach the purple place. This is gonna be hard to control, but at the very least, we have a checkpoint, which is what matters. Man, I'm so fucking glad. 2 checkpoints, dude. Though, I think it is still a little bit scuffed, the way this power-up works. Because you need to hold the action button, which means that you need to flutter. Or, well, slide, I guess, but... I mean, you can do it immediately, is what I'm trying to say. And it really sells your... It leaves you short. It's also a little bit hard to control, I gotta say. Okay, there is definitely a secret up here. Oh, and a power-up at that. Isn't this a power-up? Like, I mean, a new weapon? L-E-A-B-E. What if I don't want to leave? Damn it, are you really gonna tell me to leave? Damn it, really? Maybe it's because I don't have enough secrets. I think this is something that Yami mentioned before. If you don't have enough secrets, you cannot trigger this status. Is that right, Yami? Damn it, but how many more secrets do you want me to have? I have 30 out of 45. You want me to have all of them? You piece of shit. Damn it. That sucks. Oh, whatever. Choose wait Castlevania style? Really? Are you sure about that? Choose wait. Like, where do you want me to wait? Here? Like, don't press anything? With the dialogue or without the dialogue? Okay, probably without the dialogue. Alright, so I'm gonna just stay here. That's what you're telling me. Are you sure? Or are you trolling me? Because I mean, this will be a pretty good troll, right? I mean, yeah, don't do anything, bro. Don't worry, something is gonna happen. And then it turns out that nothing fucking happens and you're just staring at the screen like a fucking idiot. Are you sure, Yami? I mean, it's not that I don't believe you, but I don't really see anything changing, you know? Unless you want me to talk to it again now. Oh, alright. You are... Damn, okay, careful with what you say. You are worthy. Alright. Don't tell that to me. Tell that to Yami, that is the one that told me about it. There you go. So what is this? Oh, that's a new weapon. The weapon of sloth. Alright. So what does this weapon of sloth does? Well, that's the... Oh. What? Wait, how did I trigger that? I don't get it. So... Okay, it seems like this is a charged weapon. What is right is often forgotten by what is convenient. I think what she's trying to say is that this weapon is a piece of shit. And I agree. It is a piece of shit. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but you will see that in B, there is a little bit of a light that shines. That's when the weapon is available again. This seems terrible. Unless you're telling me that this weapon deals 20 points of damage, which I doubt. Maybe it insta-kills, right. If it does that, then obviously this is insane. But I highly doubt that this is gonna do anything of the sort. So, you know. It does atone, but Ganki. Damn it. Does that count as a secret, by the way? Oh, it does count as a secret. Alright. So there is another one of these sections. No checkpoint, by the way, but I mean, I already expected that. Wait, there are two paths? But it gets recharged there, right? I think it does. Oh, it's Shanky is what you try to say. Alright. So, I mean, if I get recharged in the middle of this, it's not gonna be that bad, right? There is definitely a secret there. Like, no doubt about it. Obviously, I have the weapon, yeah. Secrets are one of those things that don't care about checkpoints. Like, once you picked up a secret, it stays with you forever. Well, I mean, unless you delay your save, but at that point, that's not the only thing that you lose, you know? Which reminds me of something very important. I should back up this save. Because, again, let's not forget that this game has the save in the game folder. Because, you know, Soul Green. Being Soul Green, I guess. I gotta tell you, it's very hard to control this. Maybe it's easier if I use the analog stick. Because it seems like this is the kind of thing that will be easier when I... No, not really. I mean, mostly because there is so much diagonal movement, I feel that this will be better with the analog stick. No. Fuck off. Alright. The issue with the analog stick is that you lose a lot of control, but I also think that doing diagonals with the D-pad is a little bit hard, you know. Damn it. You know, I just gotta say that I'm absolutely happy that, you know, that we got 2 checkpoints in one stream. Like, I can actually see progress, you know? Even if, like, it doesn't matter if at some point there's gonna be a checkpoint that is gonna take us 2 streams. The fact that at least so far we can do this makes me happy. Damn it, that was so close. I really wonder if that's the secret or the other one is the secret. I mean, I will say that that's the secret, right? Do you have something to say, Yami? I mean, I will definitely think that going to the right is gonna be the secret. Because going to the bottom will be the easy thing to do, right? I will assume, I think. Right? Well, I mean, I'm mostly basing on the fact that this eye goes down instead of going right. Like, it completely ignores that section, so I will have to assume that that's the secret. Okay, yeah, it's insanely easier to just fall and go down, so the secret is definitely on the right. Well, I say secret, but I mean, it's hardly a secret when it's so easy to spot. So, you know, the game calls it secret, so it is a secret, technically, you know. Damn it. But I gotta... You know, the reason why this is so hard to control, I think I should figure out why this is so hard to control. See, the thing is, you're supposed to hold the flutter button to do this. This is what makes this so hard, because it's kind of like I have to put a force in this finger that is in the same hand that I use the D-pad with. I mean, like the finger that I use the D-pad with, which is the pinky finger, it's in the same hand as the one that I'm actually applying pressure. So something tells me that a really good idea will be to basically change the controls, at least for this section. Obviously that will completely fuck up with my muscle memory. Unless, wait, what if I do this? No, but if I do that, that's even worse. Like trying to use the D-pad with my right hand, nah. That's a very bad idea. Nice. Oh, are you shitting me? Damn it. There is supposed to be a checkpoint here, but only in normal mode. Okay. So what am I looking at? It seems that it's the same strategy as before, right? I basically... Well, I actually don't know if it's the same strategy as before. Because, see, here is the thing. If it was the same strategy as before... No, I think it's giving me a free jump, I think. Well, let's find out. Okay, that turn is the one that is hard to do. Like, turning there is actually pretty hard. Alright. Since that secret seems like it's gonna take some time to actually get, I think I would like to see what is on the other side. And when I say the other side, I mean the... whatever. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I should have. Honestly, wait. Is it too much of a pain in the ass to change the controls? Oh, I can't change the controls. Yeah, that's something that I forgot about this game. If you want to change the controls, you have to exit to the main menu. Whatever. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference, honestly. It just feels a little bit uncomfortable to apply pressure in one finger that is on the same hand that is supposed to have the finger that controls, right? It's a little bit hard to explain, but you know. Alright, at least getting here doesn't seem like that big of a deal. The real issue is not fucking up there. Like, look at the spikes. I mean, the mouths themselves don't seem to be that big of a problem. But if you look at the spikes, there is a very small place to do stuff there. Like, you're supposed to jump once your transformation runs off here. When your transformation runs off here, you're supposed to jump straight here. But with these 3 spikes here, that seems pretty hard to do. Well, obviously not to mention that you're supposed to go back. Though honestly, the worst part about going back is that you're not gonna be able to jump here. But I think it could be worse, honestly. I mean, it doesn't seem extremely hard. It just looks hard, you know. I really hope I won't eat my words, but you know. I really will hate to do such a thing. Damn it. But it's just so hard. It gives you so little time to do it. But you know, I mean, obviously the best thing that you could probably do is stay still. So by staying still, you know, you can actually move more precisely. But obviously, you don't want to stay still in something that is supposed to go out. Damn it, I dive too fast into the spikes, that's the issue. It barely gives me time. Oh, actually, oh, that's interesting. I was doing it wrong. So you can't cancel jump this. The only thing that you can do is let the button go, but if you want to jump, you can. Like, I'm spamming jump right here and it doesn't work. You have to exit the state and then you can jump. That's actually very important to take into account, because that means that there is a little bit of, you know, some interesting movements that you will need to do with your fingers in order to make that happen. I mean, it's not like it's extremely hard, but you know, it's hard enough. Nice, okay. So basically I should let it go once I approach the spikes. Alright, the problem now is that I have to go back. And I think that it's gonna be a bad idea if I don't drop myself there. Because if I start the mouth here, I'm not gonna make it to the other side. I don't think, at least. Damn it, well, I didn't even make it that far anyways. But yeah, that section, getting out of there is gonna take some time, basically. You know, could be worse. But yeah, I think that what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna change the button for flutter, at least temporarily. Because otherwise this just looks excessively hard on my fingers, at least. I mean, it's a very dumb change, but I think, you know, actually let me try it. Let me try it and see how it goes if I do that. Configure controller, jump, shoot. So action instead of L1 is gonna be R1. Menu is gonna be the same. Respawn, I guess I can put it on L1. Alright. So let's... how do I get out? No, damn it. I don't... No. Get me out of here. No, up is not escape. God fucking damn it. Fuck. Whatever. I don't care. No. Don't keep configuration. How do I get out of here? Do I really... Soul Green. There is something that is called go back button. You know, the return button. You shouldn't wait until you get to the option to return. You fucking stoner. Anyways, whatever. This should be easier. Well, let's see if it actually is easier. Is it gonna be easier? Not really. I gotta say that it's not really that easier. So it seems that what makes this hard is not what buttons. We need menu checkpoint. I know, right? We did need menu checkpoint. But yeah, I mean, I could see this leaving a little... Well, I guess it is easier, but I don't think it's worth it, is what I'm trying to say. Wait, oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I don't think fucking up my muscle memory is worth it to do these sections, you know? Because my muscle memory is definitely gonna get fucked by this. Yeah, I really don't think it makes it easier, honestly, so I'm just gonna bring it back. I mean, my muscle memory is way more important than anything else, so... Options, controller, jump, shoot, action, menu, respawn, yes. And then we go return, play, there you go. Okay. Let's try that again. Damn. I almost pressed the new button. See, that's the problem. Fucking up your muscle memory is so easy. It's just so easy to fuck up your muscle memory. That's why when you change something, you have to be sure that you're gonna change it. So that's why I usually don't like changing controls temporarily. Because you say, well, I'm just gonna use it in this section, right? Yeah, you say that, but the thing is, you know, that is enough to fuck up your muscle memory, even if it's just a little bit. Alright, let me think of something else. No, but see, I was trying to do it with the right hand, but no, that's... I mean, I don't know. I think I still can decide if it makes it easier or not. I think it does make it easier. But as I said, I don't think it's worth the change. I don't think it's worth the risk of permanently fucking my muscle memory, you know? Yeah, I definitely think this is way easier. God damn it. Alright, we will see about that. I think we can see that on another day. For now, I think that it's a fine time to end the stream. I mean, after all, we got 2 checkpoints. You know how much 2 checkpoints is in one stream? It's almost surreal that we got 2 checkpoints in one stream. It's almost like a dream. I mean, basically, when I started the stream, I said, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, I'm probably gonna go down to 0 checkpoints per stream. But as you can see, that thankfully did not happen. But, you know, But you know, I wonder about the checkpoints that are yet to come. But I will, you know, be. I think the best way is to remain optimistic, obviously. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'm gonna be seeing you on the next stream with what am I thinking? With more of this, of course. What the fuck other thing I will do? But yeah, have a good one everyone, and take care.